So this is just a recap for a live stream 199. And as we can see, I've had a fairly good day. So let's talk about what happened. So decided to come in, use a new strategy, but I believe this P&L is a result of favorable market conditions. Today we have the FOMC decision. The goal was to finish trading by 12 Eastern Standard Time. And fortunately for me, the setups actually worked themselves out. So we took a short here on NQ, went all the way down, hit our target. One thing I was doing today was I was adding to winning positions. So some of these, I would have added here, added to the position because we're trading about, I'm trading about 25 contracts. So added to the position, target was hit. What are the trades? We can see the breakdown of the P&L by instruments on the right hand side of the screen. Had a better P&L on gold, but gave some of it back. Also on ES and gave some of it back. So we had that trade there. We had a trade over here as well. And again, this was a trade. Let's talk about this trade here. So this trade also worked in my favor. NQ accounts for most of the P&L today. So went long. Price went in our favor. Actually set up for a second time. So I added to the position. Hence the reason why it has like 83 contracts there. It has 83 long. That's all it was I added to the position as it went in my favor, as it pulled back. So that was long 50, came back here, I believe somewhere around here, or later on, added again. So I was up to 75 contracts. Eventually target was hit, which was around at 84.50 where I've got this green line. As we can see, very fortunate for me. Price hit at 84.50. I got taken out. As we can see, prices have pulled back a fair bit from that 84.50. As we head into the FOMC, it's pulled back 88 points, quite a bit. So it's pretty good for me today on NQ, on ES. Again, went short, added to the position. As we can see, that's why I've got 50 there. What happened was, let's talk about this, because this is where I gave back some of the profits. It didn't actually hit target, so let's make that correction. Went short, the target was down at 16.50. As price started coming back, I took it off. I believe I trailed aggressively and was stopped out. Price then pulled back with this wick, this bearish candle, this candle with a wick, and so I decided to go short. Went short twice, so I was short 50 contracts. Prices turned around looking for that move down to 16.50. So I was essentially trying to catch pennies in front of a steamroller. Bit of FOMO, felt that I got out early there, so I decided to get in. Price came back. As price came towards my stop, I added again. That's why it says 75 short there. I added again as I was only a couple ticks from stop, and as we can see, price came up, stopped me out, so I lost a fair bit there, more than 18.75. That's just one contract. Across multiple contracts, I lost a fair bit because I was up at I think it was close to 20 on ES at the time from the first trade. So I gave a bit back. I think I gave back at least 20, I believe. So I gave a bit back there on ES. Price came through, waited again. Got a setup long here. Went long, added to the position here. Didn't like the price action, and what I saw was this divergence over on NQ. Saw NQ starting to pull back from around that 84.50 level. Started to pull back. It did not look strong at all, and even though at the time we had ES threatening to go higher, I didn't like the price action. The fact that we're around the previous high, we've stalled, struggling to go higher, and already seen NQ pull back. So I decided that what I was thinking about doing was, the target was all the way up here at 41.25. That's the reason why I've got a true target there. Had a proxy target at 38.50. The goal was for price to get to 38.50. Adjust my stop with the ads and so on up to 37.25 and see if we can get our follow through to 41.50. or 41.25. We moved the target down from 41.50 down one tick to 41.25, just so it'll be filled. Didn't like what I was seeing in price action. Price seemed to be struggling, plus the divergence. I decided to try move the profit target down to 37.25. I was taken out. So after that ad there, that's the reason why it says 0. It's because of the break even on that break even on this entry here, but managed to get profit on the first entry, and that's why we've picked up 7768 there on ES. Over on gold was another instrument where I gave back quite a bit of profit. I was up quite a bit, but not quite a bit, but I was up. It was not too bad, let's just say that. But I ended up giving up profits on a couple of ill-advised trades. So the very first trade went short, added to the position, added late. I should have added a lot earlier, but added late. Target was hit. Waited, noticed that prices rejected the 200, but couldn't find a reason to get in off just the rejection of the 2. So eventually had a long trade here. Now this long trade wasn't a true setup. I was just being aggressive, saw prices come down, thought this would be the third higher low for price to move back for a retest of the 200. So went long, price came, hit what would have been the target at 55.6, but the contracts weren't filled. And that's the thing about trading ES and gold at times. Sometimes price will come up to the exact tick and then turn away. So came up to the tick, contracts weren't filled, price turned around. I eventually got out for a loss because I added to the position, got out for a loss. Price came down, seemed to be holding here, stalling a little bit. Decided to get long, thinking we'd get that eventual move up to that 200 period. Prices continued to sell, and so I got out again. So lost 5,640 there, lost 500 there. So gave back a fair bit of profits. So it was not enjoyable. But as we can see, despite giving up 11 there, just over 11, the winning trade that I did get offset it somewhat. So hence the reason why I'm up 2902 on gold. And finally, we'll have a look at the trade performance. So over on the trade performance, we can see here, this is the equity curve. This is where we gave back the profits there. I believe those are the profits on gold that we did give back. Cross gold and ES. And eventually we did peak with our profits. So I'm just scrolling through. As you can see, started trading about 9:48 Eastern Standard Time. Those were the trades we took. Was planning to end the day up at 12 Eastern Standard Time. Last trade there was this was the entry time, so last trade was around 11:38 there, gain out. I believe that's the commissions right there. So we'll have a look at the summary page. Over on summary page, there we are. Total profits, gross profits, total losses. So that's across the ES and gold trades there. Really good profit factor there at 5. Accuracies, just how the contracts are executed. That's why the accuracy seems so high. Don't believe it should be that high. Average win, average loss, pretty much near enough 1-to-1, but it's 0.87. Largest win, bigger than our largest loss. Definitely something I'd like to see. Time in the market about 12 minutes. Definitely what I'm looking for when I do trade. Just keep it a bit. Some reason viewers of the channel seem to enjoy the shorter time frames trading a bit more, so that's why I'm doing the shorter time frames rather than say the 5-minute. But we'll see if this strategy holds up. It is new, so we have to see how it performs in conditions which may not be ideal, and see how I definitely respond to that. But with that said, that covers everything. So thanks for watching. Good luck trading. Have a great day.